Hey there! Today, we're gonna talk about a common problem a lot of us face: stray cats invading our yards and causing all sorts of trouble. Now, I know it can be frustrating to deal with these furry little freeloaders, but don't worry, I've got some great tips to help you get rid of them for good. One of the most important things to remember is that we want to get rid of the cats humanely. No one wants to cause any harm to these animals, right? So we're gonna focus on using methods that discourage them from coming around without actually hurting them. So let's get started. One of the first and most effective steps is to remove any potential food sources that might be drawing the cats to your yard. Make sure you're not leaving pet food or leftovers outside where the cats can get to them. Keep your garbage cans tightly sealed and avoid adding any meat scraps to your compost pile, as those can also give off smells that attract stray cats. And don't forget to keep your grill and barbecue pits nice and clean. You don't want those tasty cooking scents blowing around and inviting the cats over. Next, let's talk about removing potential shelters. Cats love to find cozy little spots to nap, like under porches, in sheds, or even in wood piles. So make sure you board up or seal off any holes or openings where they might try to make a home. You can also try filling flower beds and other lounging areas with things like sharp pebbles, eggshell shards, or even a layer of chicken wire. The idea is to make the ground uncomfortable for them so they'll decide your yard isn't the best place to hang out. Now, let's dive into some more active deterrents. There are all kinds of commercial cat repellents out there, like sprays and granules that give off smells cats just can't stand. These can be super effective, but you'll need to reapply after heavy rain or watering to keep them working. Some natural options you can try are things like mothballs, ammonia-soaked rags, ground mustard, cayenne pepper, citrus peels, and coffee grounds. Just be sure to reapply these regularly, as the scents can fade over time. Another neat trick is using scare tactics to keep the cats away. Cats are naturally pretty skittish, so things like motion-activated or lights can startle them and discourage them from coming around. You can set these up in areas where you frequently see the cats, and they'll quickly learn that your yard is not a safe or comfortable place to hang out. You can also try setting up little noisemakers like bells or cans of beans that will rattle and scare them off when they jump up on a fence or other structure. Now, if the stray cat seems like it might be a domestic pet that's just wandering, you can try to track down the owner. Look for a collar or tags that might have the owner's contact information and then reach out to them politely but firmly. Explain the problems their pet is causing in your yard, and let them know that you may need to call animal control if the issue persists. Most responsible pet owners will appreciate you bringing this to their attention and take steps to keep their cats at home. But if you're dealing with a true feral cat, or if the stray cat's owner is unresponsive, your best bet is to contact your local animal control or a cat rescue organization. They'll have the proper equipment and expertise to humanely trap the cat and either relocate it or have it neutered and returned to its territory. Trying to trap a feral cat yourself can be really tricky and even dangerous, so it's always better to leave that to the professionals. And speaking of working with others, another great way to address stray and feral cat issues is to team up with your neighbors. Cats don't respect property lines, so if you all work together to implement deterrents and reporting systems, you'll have a much better chance of keeping the cat population under control in your whole neighborhood. Talk to the neighbors around you, share what method is working and what's not, and see if you can coordinate your efforts to make your area less appealing to these furry freeloaders. Alright, I think that covers just about everything. I know dealing with stray cats can be a real headache, but I hope these detailed tips have given you a great starting point. Remember, it's all about being persistent, creative, and above all, humane. Good luck, and let me know in the comment section if you have any other questions.